Eastern Michigan is really a very good basketball team. You know, they played a tough schedule, and they're an older team, and they played the zone the whole time, and they're real wide, and because there was such a gap between when we played and when we didn't, you know, from when we didn't play. I watched all their games, and I mean, they had a chance to beat UMass. You know, they probably should have beaten Purdue, and Kentucky pulled away at Kentucky right at the end. So we were concerned about them, and in the day and a half of preparation, I thought my guys did a really good job. There were a few things that stuck out for me. One was the bench play. You know, Andre, Rashid, and Emil, I think the three of them, excuse me, combined for like 40 points and 19 rebounds. And we needed that, especially like Rodney got sick. He threw up, you know, right before the game. At halftime, he's getting an IV, and he still got 8 points and 8 rebounds, but he wasn't, you know, he wasn't the same guy. I thought our offensive rebounding was excellent, and our defense overall was really good until the end. You know, we gave up about seven points on turnovers, but so my guys did a good job, and we beat a good team, and very happy about that. Any questions?
Coach, aside from the points with those three guys you mentioned, their teammates kept talking about the energy that they provided from the defensive end and just scrapping for loose balls and steals. Can you talk about that?
Well, you know, especially Emil. I mean, Emil had 14 rebounds in 21 minutes, so he was going after the ball. But you know, we have a really good group of guys in that they're so supportive of one another. You know, when you know, Quinn did not have his shooting day, but he's happy to get the ball to Andre. You know, the last 2 games, Rashid has played really well, and he's practiced well. You know, for about 10 days before the UCLA game, and he's kept it up. And to see Tyler, who could be taking minutes away from Tyler in the so-called world of taking minutes away or whatever. And they're very supportive. Josh is supportive of Emil, and yeah, they're a good group. They're a good group of guys, and we're going to have to keep building on that.
Andre said you're not so much coaching attitude at this point, you're coaching basketball.
Yeah, well, I think our attitudes have been really good. I think, you know, a couple of the veterans early on in October and November, when the reality of this isn't last year. You know, and it's like a different play. You know, last year was a drama, this is an action movie, or I guess in some games a comedy or whatever. But you have to get a different part, and sometimes people want to stay in what they did and not adapt to what they need to do. And we always have to adapt. I have to adapt as a coach to who I coach. And but it's easier for me because I do it every year. It's not easy sometimes for a youngster to do it. But I think we all get it right now, and it's never been about bad attitudes. It's about, you know, our guys have our guys are terrific. You know, I mean, they're a terrific group. It's just about learning, and that's when you start out with a different team early on, you have to give it time to grow. And you know, I think we're growing. I think we're getting better.
Were there any adjustments at halftime? I mean, Parker, you kind of rode his play early on, but in the second half, everybody kind of came around and contributed.
I thought we were a little bit more aggressive against the zone. We hit the middle, kind of like the UCLA game. In the UCLA game, we kind of exploded against the zone, and today we did the same thing. But the defense kind of stayed there throughout. You know, I thought we did a really good job defensively today. Right. And the kid Talley played a really good game. He's been playing really well for him, and he played another good game for him.
I don't know how to describe their zone, kind of the way they pulled their wings up and created that space in the middle. But it seemed like the corners were open for you guys to get looks there. And Emil said he had room to kind of chase down, rebound. Yeah, well, they were. We weren't hitting the corners, and I was getting frustrated. But part of it is when you have Bryant and Ward on the wing,
wings and they're up, they're really wide and they're quick. And so when you hit the wing there, a lot of times he feels pressure from this side, like that's the corner, and he doesn't hit it, even though it's open. And that's what we were doing. In the second half, I thought we did that, and at times we tried to put Jabari in the corner, to do it. But the corners were open, and we just moved the ball better in the second half.